Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's Monday night, trade of the day, Zoom call, the talking Altcoin Alert, iCoinPro, and day trading on this segment. So Bitcoin over the weekend plunged down to 17,000 and change, then bounced back up yesterday, kind of meandered around, but we're looking at a green day so far. So let's go to the chart. Okay, should be seeing my Bitcoin 4-hour chart.
Yes.
Yes.
And all I've done at this point is drawn a line that I'm hoping will hold a support. I've got it at 20,200 at the moment. It held a couple times earlier in the week, took the big drop like I just described on Saturday, and then we've been up above it. And I'm hoping, praying, cajoling that this is the bottom. But, you know, from all of those sources, wouldn't surprise me if we had a rally up to, you know, 22, 25, something like that, and maybe another drop down into the teens before we hit the big rally. But, you know, who really knows for sure? Due to some other obligations, I did not go through the news today. So if you guys have any news affecting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the markets overall, feel free to chime in. My apologies for not being a little bit better prepared.
Are you talking about anything other than Elon Musk pumping up Doge again?
He pumped up Doge again. I had not heard that.
Yeah. He had a big tweet about, I'm going to buy, you know, I'm supporting Doge, and, you know, as usual, bullshit. Sorry.
Well, because there's a lawsuit against him regarding him falsely pumping up Doge.
Oh, shoot, that's worth a look. Let's check out Doge.
Yeah, there's a big lawsuit against him saying that he and some of his cronies pumped it up so that they could get their money out and then bail out.
A pump and dump?
Pump
Oh
and
my
dump.
God,
Who would ever do
imagine
that?
Since Saturday morning, it's up, you know, 27%. Gave up about half that, up again. Does seem a little perkier than usual, but, you know, some of this is a market, you know, function of the market coming back, bouncing back. So yeah, we'll see if it hangs in there. It's you know, it's at 6 cents.
Wow.
I remember trading it when it was in the 20s and 30s and maybe in the teens a few times, but you know, I'd never hold this, but I have no problem shorting it or longing it occasionally for quick profits. So it is volatile. I do like that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when Elon Musk makes an announcement, it just throws any other predictions out of the window. Yeah,
that's a good point. It's hard to totally rely on technical analysis with this coin for that reason, but it's not like he does it every day. It's like once every other month or so, give or take. But
usually around the 13th and the 14th, although it was a bit late this month.
I know. I got stopped out of that trade this time. I was doing well with it. The Craig PW Doge trade on the 13th. I forgive you. I think I'm 2 for 3. That's pretty good. All right, so that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah, I got that up here. 4-hour chart, same thing. I set my bottom for right at $1,000. It dipped below briefly on Saturday afternoon, then bounced back up. You know, we're 11:30 now. There was some news on here. I can't remember what it was. So yeah, another delay about Ethereum too. I don't, is that even news anymore? So I think that was a day or two ago, maybe last week. But you know, Ethereum fees can be high still. It has a use function. I like that about Ethereum, so I have a bag of it. But again, the market overall took a dump over the weekend, bouncing back now. Is this the end? Is this did we hit the bottom? Not sure. Wish I knew. Any other questions, comments about the market overall or Elon Musk or anything else? All right, let's go to Altcoin Alert, see if we can find some trades. We had some better numbers on Altcoin Alert. I looked at this about an hour and a half ago. the AA scores weren't very good. Yeah, this Coin Metro really hasn't moved hardly at all. And can only be bought on this obscure little exchange. So that's not very useful. And then everything else is below 70. So I would not consider any of these AA scores on the bullish side. I did sort on the long-term sentiment and Elder Impulse daily. Well, the other Elder Impulse is a technical compilation, MACD, and some other trend-based and momentum-based indicators. And then the sentiment is the word on the street, Twitter data, that kind of thing. So when these align, these are worth looking at further. Bitcoin SV, I'm not even sure what that is. Synthetics, wow, 54% move today. That might be played out, but that's probably worth a look. This was not here, 90 minutes ago when I was looking at this.
It's because I sold mine.
There you go. Annalena superpower.
Yes.
All right, let's check out SNX. Synthetics, I think that's what that is.
SNX.
Yeah.
That's DNX.
There we go.
That was quite a down candle there, however.
Mm. All right, day chart. Like most of the coins this year, big move in the fall. Lost most of it, 80+%. A little bump up today though. Well, 50% is more than a little. Go to the 1 hour chart. From Saturday morning till now, up over 100%. That's a really nice move. Is there any news on this? As trading volumes explode. Huh. DeFi is making a comeback. For minting and trading synthetic assets. Oh yeah, this is where if you want to trade, Apple and have some kind of synthetic representation of it, you can do that. So that's what that is. I guess that's coming back. I had no idea. Interesting. Okay, what can we do now? Well, we're at the top of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute chart. I don't like that as an entry. Got some short-term support here around 290, a little bit here 282, and again here around 259. So those could be your price-based alerts if you want to catch a dip. Then I like the indicator alerts on the 15-minute chart. I like to look at see which ones played out recently that did pretty well. And the MFI lately has been a little more sensitive than the RSI. But this one here on the 18th was a really nice move. Caught a dip down here. I probably would have gotten in right about this spot. 9%. 11% to the top of the Bollinger Band. I'm not sure if I would have been that aggressive, but half a day, 9%, it's a great day trade. And a similar move from this one here. That was about midnight, and that was around noon, and then that was in the evening. Another move here. We've been pretty good. 2.5%, then a drop. Maybe a ladder buy here and then get out about here. So that's pretty good day trade with 2 positions. This one would have been bad. So the RSI have gotten me in right about here. We kind of looked at that scenario already. So I think I'd go with the MFI alert on this. Right click on here, add alert on the MFI, crossing up on the 20 value, once per bar close. And that's probably Elder Impulse sort is what I would call that one. So. Any questions on, you can also do divergence. We haven't talked about divergence much lately. Because we've been doing more trend trading. Divergence is really more, against the grain. So we had one bullish divergence on the 18th, and then we had another one 5:30 this morning. Both of them were good trades. So that could be another way to go. And what I like is this divergence for many indicators. You can find that here. By Lonesome. Over 12,000 downloads. So I'm not the only one who likes it. And again, divergence is like it sounds. It's a disagreement between the price action and the indicator action. So it frequently has a predictive power, like 60 to 70%. It's been my experience. Okay, any questions on SNX? All right, well, the other one we saw, I'll get rid of that one. STORJ, RSR, I've had some success with RSR. It's up 29% today. We have bullish on the Elder Impulse Daily. Oh, we just lost the long-term sentiment though. This was a bullish when I was looking at this earlier. So we'll go to STORJ. That's still hanging in there with the bullish on both the long-term sentiment and the Elder Impulse Daily. Let's check it out. Yeah, the day chart, big move in November, big crash since then. On the hour, really nice move. And it didn't drop that much on the 18th like everything else did. It held most of its gains and had 100% move since the 15th. But this has some news. Not really. Nothing jumping out at me. It's an unusual move. This coin's been around for a while. It doesn't usually do that much. 5 minute. Yeah, right in the top of the Bollinger Band now. So some pretty good support right here, around 60 cents. That'd be a nice place to catch it on a dip, though. If it did drop there, it would probably dip farther. Because it looks like we have this bubble opening up, but it's opening up on the high side. So our indicators. It hasn't dipped below the MFI since that Saturday morning. But other dips have done pretty well. It's an aggressive move, but you could try to catch it, say around 35 instead of 20. So you see we have these nice moves up when it bounces below 35 and comes back up. See that move there. This one here is another, that move there. That one would not have made it. This one would have, and you would caught that move there. So your alert could be something like this, crossing 35. Once per bar close, and Elder Impulse sort, and you are good to go. Any questions on STORJ? Okay. Whoa, what was that? Is that one of my alerts?
No, I think that was my phone.
Okay. Sounds like an alert of
Sorry,
mine.
I thought my microphone was off.
Oh. All right, Altcoin Alert. And for those of you who like leverage trading, I did do a sort this morning for coins that have been pummeled, and band came up. So it's got to be something that's on an exchange that you can, trade derivatives on. and go short. So I have this band set up, but I haven't really gotten the in. This is a paid indicator I'm testing. So I wanted to do the sell, but it was too close to support, so I didn't take that one. And then I missed this one. This would have been a really good entry, but I was busy doing something else and I missed it entirely. So these are the kind of things you can do on, set your alerts, kind of the opposite of what I showed you before. Actually, let's look at this on a different chart. So instead of catching the bottom, you want to catch the top. Like your alert on a short on band in this scenario would have been, dropping below 80. Crossing down on 80. Once per bar close, AA 13. Yeah, it's 13.5 this morning. I already got this alert, similar alert set. So as you can see, when it drops down here, you catch it around here, 2.6% or 1.8% on, 5 or 10x leverage. That's a good day trade, but obviously quite a bit more risky than trading spot and waiting to catch a dip going up. So, all right. So that's band and a bad AA score. And then we got our 24-hour search. Robert's idea. Shout out to him. And we like to look for coins that have been pummeled, hit hard. So you can go obviously one of two ways with this. You can, do some analysis and conclude that's going to go down further and short it, or you could assume that it's gone as low as it's going to go and long it. So I've got a OGN, which is a coin I've traded a lot over the years. Let's check out OGN. And so something like this, I often go alerts in both directions. I did that with band this morning under the same reasoning. Maybe it's gone down as much as it's going to go, and it's due for a recovery, or it's going to keep dropping. Whichever one happens, that's the one I'll trade. And it looks like, the big picture, it looks like all the other coins we've looked at, big drops since the fall. On the 1 hour, did move up nicely yesterday, but dropping since. The 5 minute, sitting on the SMA line, we don't like that. So you could do alerts on both directions on this. If you're trading derivatives, you could do the 80 crossing down on the MFI I showed you on the prior coin, or catch the 20 coming back up. Here's an 80 drop, goes against us at first. Yeah, your stop loss, yeah, you probably have to go, yeah, about 5% on these kind of trades, probably 3 to 5%. If you went in at a 3% stop loss, you would have been stopped out. If you went 5%, you would have been okay, and then it drops, really nice move down, almost 5%. So at 5 or 10x leverage, that's going to be a really good move to the downside. On the upside, we don't really have any that get all the way down to the 20 on the MFI or the 30 on the RSI. At least not since the 18th. Nothing in the last 2 days. So you could bend the rules a little. Instead of going the 20, do the 30 or the 35. This one here was at 29.55. If we set the alert we usually set for crossing up, that would have been a nice, 4 or 5% there to the top of the Bollinger Band. Here's another entry. Goes against us at first, but then we catch this pump. So This one here doesn't work out as well. Get 2%, not bad, but then drop 3%. Probably still be in that trade. So either the 20 going up or the 80 going down, or both. Any questions on OGN or Altcoin Alert before we go over to iCoinPro? All right. iCoinPro. Let's look at the fear and greed index. Oh my God, I've never seen one this low before. 6. But it is a, that's 24 hours ago, give or take. So we've had a better day today. Maybe that'll be up to 9 or 10 tomorrow. So this is the RSI SPY. I'm looking for values below 30 on the RSI, kind of like what we talked about earlier with the MFI below 20. So when some of these are below 30, they're due for a comeback. We don't have any below 30. Got a couple kind of close. This BNX was below 30 when I looked at it about 2 hours ago. I've got the chart up here. So since we're close, we'll go ahead and give it a look. Yeah, this was, I thought, going to be a 1, 2, 3 dip. So we got the big dip here, a little dip here, but then it just took off. So sometimes I'll fudge a little on a 1, 2, 3 dip. If I only get 2 dips, then the MACD crosses, say right about here, about halfway to the Bollinger Band or the SMA line. Might take that trade. It's a bit risky. Got some resistance here. I don't know, it's only 1%. Not sure if I would have done that, but that was almost a 1, 2, 3 dip. So anyway, let's start from the beginning. This is interesting. It was listed on Binance in November, but it kept most of its value. We've seen so many coins lose 80 to 90%. This one lost 90%, but it's come back and regained, about 2/3 of it. So not bad. On the hour, yeah, it didn't drop that much on the 18th when everything else did. Kind of held its own, but it has been dipping a little since then. So when we looked at the 5-minute, on the 15, we just missed, the cross. On the 20, would have been not much. So let's look in the past, see if we have any good moves. Like on this one. And these must be kind of tight. I mean, this is only 1.5%. I don't know if I trade it on a 15-minute chart. That's unusual. Yeah. Top of the Bollinger Band on a bubble is not even 3%. You know what? I wouldn't trade this. This is not, the juice is not worth the squeeze on this one. So let's bail on BNX, find something better. So we don't really have any good options here on the RSI SPY. So let's go to the Buddy Coin Crawler, which is the other sort I like to use on iCoinPro. iCoinPro is the home of the 1, 2, 3 dip strategy that I talk about a lot. And most of you have seen in my emails the link to their training on it. Okay, so the average low to SMA used to be my go-to. It's the 24-hour low price up to the SMA, that pink line in the middle of my Bollinger Bands that you've seen on my charts. But about a month ago, they added this, the current low to the SMA. So what I'm looking for is a value of 5% or higher on the day, and maybe 3 or 4% or higher on the current. So I want it'll show me that the coin has room to move. These values are really low though. There's nothing above 4% on the 24-hour one. I've never seen it this low before. Well, I'm not really sorting by it, my bad. So yeah, here we go. Here's some pretty good values on the average low to SMA, some over, maybe 3 or 4 of them over 5. Now I've traded APE, we looked at SNX, Render I've traded before, but I'm more interested in this current low. Got some coins I haven't heard of. Venus isn't bad. Traded that before. Theta Fuel, Flamingo. This automated network, I don't know. I traded Alchemex before. Let's look at this Venus XVS. It's got a drop-down link to TradingView, so you can open up your chart right from here. It'll open up the last chart you have. So let's go to the day chart. Yeah, this one had a huge drop from May last year. From November, September. Yeah, get tired of seeing that kind of thing. On the 1 hour, pretty nice move since the 18th. 40%, lost about half. Do we have an entry now? Not really. Could be in a dip sequence. Got some support on the short term here around 478. Again, this vicinity around 450. Our indicators. The last indicator set off we had was yesterday. That was a really good one on the MFI. Get in about here. Yeah, really nice move. I probably would have looked at this area for support or for resistance. Picked up about 4%. Maybe gotten out of half of the. I've been doing this more lately. Get out half my position and ride the other half. See if I can catch. Move a stop loss into break even, and then try to ride that up. Get some bigger numbers. This would have worked out really well. Could I stayed in this long? And there was another one, didn't quite make it to 20. Got up 5%. It's a good day trade. So on this one, I would go with the alert you've seen a few times at this point on the MFI, crossing above 20. Okay, any questions on the Buddy Coin Crawler and iCoinPro? All right, well, I think I will wrap up this portion of my Monday night Zoom. Do you guys have any questions about either of these platforms or questions in general about day trading or the markets? Statements, theories, random speculations? Well, then I will stop it here. For those of you watching on the recording, I appreciate that. We'll see you hopefully on Friday or next Monday. Please check out the opportunities listed in the comments below. And for the rest of you, the carbon Zoom will start shortly. See ya.